Greetings metalheads and welcome to No Nonsense Metal Reviews. I'm George and back again with another unboxing review. So I am going to be showing off my latest order. This one has come from Cosmic Key Creations, a web store, label, distro. Believe they're based in Holland. Don't quote me on that. Or the Netherlands, I should say. This one was an interesting order. I wasn't actually all that familiar with the store before. Wasn't one that I've ordered from previously. But it was one particular article in here, which I'll show off, of course, that brought me to the site. But actually, I was pleasantly surprised to find no shortage of awesome articles to throw my money at. All of which are cassette tapes. And I have to admit, I have helped myself out there by cutting through the tape. But I'm just going to briefly take you through these awesome articles, show you what it's all about. Well packaged, excellent. So I can see we've got a number of little envelopes in here. Padded envelopes, very nice. Sounds like cassette tapes. So, recently I did an unboxing for my order from Osmos Productions, French label, distro, great store. And there was a few bands that I was talking about there, a few releases that kind of connected to this order in some ways. So let's open up the first envelope. What do we got here then? Okay, I'm seeing a tape shell. That's always a good thing. Okay. And the first article we're greeted by is Blood Rapture, which I believe is the fourth full-length album from Swedish old-school death metal legends Vomitory. Absolutely love Vomitory. One of my favourite old-school death metal bands. They're freaking brilliant. They're kind of on the cusp of old-school brutal death metal. It's a really solid band, and this is a bit of a favourite album of mine. So when placing all of these articles that I wanted from Cosmic Key Creations store in my basket, kind of realized that it was flat rate shipping, so decided that it's worthwhile adding in as many cool things as I can, all that I want anyway, and just getting it all in one go. So I've got a rather cool looking article here. Vomitory's fourth album, as I say. What's the label here? Is this Flogger or Floga Records? Very cool. Cool shell as well. Show that off. So we've got some pretty solid old school Swedish death metal there. Very, very nice indeed. Now, on to the second package then. And in fact, I think the Blood Rapture is a personal favourite from that mighty band's discography for me. Another very solid album from Vomitory is the third album, Revelation Nausea. I think it's the third album anyway. This one, I'm actually a little bit less familiar with this one. This was one of the last Vomitory albums that I got hold of. I have them all on CD. It is a good album. I was a little bit slower to get hold of a copy of this one. Nice red shell there. Very nice. Like it. And cool insert as well. Another fine job from Floga Records. Very nice. We've got two awesome articles from Vomitory. Love Vomitory. Looking forward to spinning them ones, definitely. So, then we've got a complete change of pace. Here we've got an album which actually is my least favourite album from the band that I've heard. I am talking about Celtic Frost. And I say least favourite album from Celtic Frost that I've heard because I've never heard Cold Lakes, that sort of strange offshoot album that's just a bit of a curveball. I think that was their fourth album. This third album, Into the Pandemonium, is an album which I've really struggled with over the years because I really want to like it more. But it's just that I'm such a big fan of the first two albums, Morbid Tales, and of course the absolutely freaking legendary 2 Megatherion. Well, actually both of those albums are absolutely legendary, but at the minute I'm on a particular To Megatherion high. Really, really digging that one. Still saying my favourite is Morbid Tales, but I also absolutely love Monotheist as well. Benchmark albums, freaking fantastic. I want to like Into the Pandemonium more, but I just really struggle with some aspect of the album. I will say though that it has grown on me over time. I can still really take or leave the Mexican radio cover intro, but Inner Sanctum has really grown on me. Babylon Fell, I think, is actually a really, really solid track. I Won't Dance is a good one as well. And actually, Mesmerized, kind of overlooked that one. There are some good tracks here. I think it's just that the majority of the album, I just struggle with it. So you might be thinking, well, if you don't like it that much, why did you buy a tape of it? Because I'm a bit of a completionist and I do love Celtic Frost. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it another go on tape format. And this is a nice Darkness Shall Rise Productions reissue from 2022. They do a great job. Darkness Shall Rise do a great job with their reissues. So I'm going to give Tom G. Warrior and Co. another chance. Of course, the late Martin Eric Ain. And we've got Reed St. Mark on drums at this time. It's just the whole aesthetics as well. They'd lost that, early black metal aesthetic there. But you know what? For the tracks that are good, like Babylon Fell, those are good tracks. That's certainly an album highlight. It's worth picking it up, I think. And it's just a cool article to have. I have Morbid Tales and To Megatherion on tape and vinyl and CD. So kind of makes sense. Okay, so cool article though. Up next, we've got two releases which are actually Osmose Productions releases, although I didn't get them from the Osmose Productions store because I believe these were actually ever so slightly cheaper, about €1 cheaper on Cosmic Key Creation store. So this, as you may have noticed, is Eld. And I believe this is the third album from Norwegian black metalers who transformed into a pioneering Viking metal band and also more latterly into progressive metal, of course, or progressive black metal. They've got a lot of folk kind of vibes in there as well, pagan stuff going on. But freaking amazing band. And this third album, Eld, is one that I absolutely love. This is one that I have on CD and double gold vinyl. It's a really nice thing. And I think this was €10. So I decided to get it for slightly cheaper on Cosmic Key. Makes sense, right? So I now do have all 6 of these nice Osmose enslaved tapes. So it comes in a really cool slipcase there. And then very nice, we've got a gold shell. Very cool article to have. I do love this album, I must admit. This is a personal favourite. I do love the Battle of Lindisfarne, or 793, The Man from Hordaland, Sacrifice to the Elves. I think this is just a brilliant album. It's a really magical album, and it's just stunning. So Norwegian Legends Enslaved, we've got Eld there. Really chuffed with that one, have to say. And sticking with Norwegian, but still legendary, certainly black metal legends, Immortal. Now, this is a very nice package indeed. I saw this come up recently and it got me rather excited. So if you're an Immortal fan, no doubt you are familiar with their 4th album, Blizzard Beasts. But this album I think this is a really extreme black metal album. This is a really heavy album. Just like Battles in the North, that's a really brutal album, to be fair. As is Blizzard Beasts. And then, of course, for their 5th album, At the Heart of Winter, things took a very majestic different direction. But Osmose have, over the years, last few years, can't be too specific, they have done these lovely tape reissues of the first 3 albums. So we've got Diabolical Full Moon Mysticism, We've got the amazing Pure Holocaust and Battles in the North, all with slipcases, these very nice packages. So I was very excited to see Blizzard Beasts getting some love. And of course, they have not overlooked the next 2 albums, which are either for pre-order or they're available now. At the Heart of Winter and Damned in Black, also getting reissues as well. Limited. These are all limited, you know, one of 200 or 300, something like that. But I love this album. This is a special place to me. It's a very, very heavy album. It's one of Immortal's heaviest, I think. And it's a great one. Absolutely love it. So really nice job Osmos have done there. Chuffed to have that. So another legendary album. Of course, not talking too much about the albums themselves, more just showing off the cool article. I'll get round to talking about all of these albums again. You can guarantee on that. Now, the main reason that I placed this order was, this is nice, for this article. So it was, I believe, only available from Cosmic Key Creations web store. This is obviously Bolt Thrower. And this is the Metal Blade Years. So it's a lovely, really sturdy card box set, actually. And it includes the 3 albums from the Metal Blade Years. So we've got Mercenary, we've got Honor, Valor, Pride, the only Bolt Thrower album that doesn't feature Carl Willett on vocals. But we do have the great Dave Ingram for that album. And then we've got Those Once Loyal, the final studio album from the band. This is really cool. I'm pleased with this one. Okay, very nice. So then we're presented inside with our tapes. All looking very good. Legendary covers, of course. We'll start chronologically with Mercenary. So I can't quite remember what number there were produced of these. I think it was something like 200 or 300 for this. If I can get through the shrink wrap, then I'll be able to actually show you the shell. Come on. Yeah, there we go. We're in. The struggles. The eternal battle with shrink wrap. Right. So we've got Mercenary. You know what? I overlooked this album for a very long time. It was only really in the last few years that I've appreciated this album for just how good it is. So we've got a, it's just like a sort of marbled shell. Very cool. But yeah, this has some great tracks on it. No Guts, No Glory being a bit of a highlight there. Nice insert. Powder Burns, another great one. Yeah, very nice. Zeroed. Yeah, very, very cool. Nice. Okay, so we've got Mercenary there. Then we have... So, yeah, it was actually 2025 release. Couldn't remember if it was the end of 2024 or 25. But as soon as I saw this, I knew I had to have it. Then we've got Honor, Valor, Pride. See if I can get in there. Now, I really like this album. I think this is a really strong album. It's a bit different. Really cool shell there. Obviously, doesn't have Carl, so that's a bit of a shame. But, you know what? It's still a really good album. Dave does a great job here. Open this one out. Very cool. Very nice. Some beastly tracks here. Contact, Way Out. Inside the Wire, of course. Suspect, Hostile. K-Machine. Pride. Really good. Really solid album. Like this one a lot, as I say. Brilliant. From our Midlands death metal legends. And then last, but certainly not least, one of my favourite Bolt Thrower albums, Those Once Loyal. I think it's a masterpiece, an absolute masterpiece. Interesting colour scheme there. It's almost like a cream colour, cream marble. Love this one so much. I can remember the first time I heard it just being absolutely just blown away. Tracks like Salvo, When Cannons Fade, but Granite Wall, Anti-Tank, Dead Armour, Entrenched. Marvellous. Great album. I'm going to very much enjoy blasting this one. giving the Technics a good workout with this one. Very nice indeed. So if you are a bolt thrower fan and a tape collector, you're going to need to head over to the Cosmic Key Creations web store and pick yourself up a copy of this. Very nice. I believe it is quite limited tape box set. It looks the part, and it's just a lovely thing to have. Very cool. There you go. It says bolt thrower logo on the top there, and the bottom, and then bolt thrower metal blade years. Chuffed with that one. Very nice indeed. So, just to recap, just a brief unboxing there. We've got Vomitory, Blood Rapture, and we've got Revelation Nausea. The third and fourth albums from this legendary band. Freaking love Vomitory if you like old school death metal, but they're really weighty band. A lot of kind of thrash in there as well, really thrashing riffs, but hit extreme. Like I say, it's kind of bordering on brutal at times. Not a brutal album. We've got a legendary band, Celtic Frost with Into the Pandemonium. I know that some people regard this as their best work and absolutely love it, and that's fine. It's just, yeah, one I struggle with. Still, it's Celtic Frost. Then we've got Enslaved with Eld. Oh, freaking legends. Another legendary band. We've got Immortal with Blizzard Beasts. And that all-important bolt thrower, the mighty bolt thrower, with Mercenary, Those Once Loyal, and Honor, Valor, Pride. So, my friends, what are your thoughts and opinions on these albums, on these bands? If you're looking for these articles, you know, make sure you head over to Cosmic Key Creations store. I'll put a link in the description. Head over there and pick up some goodies. I'd certainly recommend this for any bolt thrower fan. It's a really nice article to have. What are your thoughts on these bands, albums? Let me know. I'm interested to hear thoughts and opinions of others, of course. Thank you very much, though, for watching, my friends. Hope you've enjoyed this humble unboxing. Very unprofessional unboxing. Hope you have enjoyed it, though. Please do feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment. The support is very much appreciated, as always. Do check back soon for more reviews and recommendations of all the good, heavy things. Until next time, do take care of yourselves, my friends. Listen to tape. Only tape is real. And stay freaking heavy.